Hello, everyone from around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This is AS Eat the Parrot, joined as always by olddirtyh. Say hello.
Hello, sir.
And we are joined by the lovely Connor McDavid, who is the tournament organizer. Hey, Connor, how's it going? Glad you could join us today.
After yesterday.
What?
Oh, you didn't notice.
No,
Phantom
I
called
noticed
me a
you in the
dead potato.
chat. I just like as a you know what I'm saying. Like as a caster.
Well,
No, I'm lost.
that was Phantom's one contribution to the cast, so
Yeah,
that's
I
why
am a
Connor's
dead.
going with it. Yeah.
Never mind. Let's continue.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we start, before we get to today's game, we have a couple things we gotta, like a couple different announcements. Let's start with the good news first. Some exciting news. Connor, do you want to explain briefly what the good news is?
I think you can do the good ones and I can do the bad ones.
Okay, I guess so. So for casting purposes,
Because,
yeah, I guess so. For casting purposes, we are going to be having, so as we know, the top eight is going to, the coverage of the top eight, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, the finals, as well as the bronze match for third place. Those matches are going to be cast at some point. For each one of those casts, we are going to have a special guest or two guests per cast to join us, and these are going to be community members who we really value. We've already picked out a couple of them. Who have said they're interested. We'll release a full list later on. But there are some flex slots available, and so what we wanted to do was we wanted to get the community's opinion on it. So for everybody, for all the players who are voting, you will be able to vote on. Did we say? I think it's two people, right?
maybe two or three.
Let me check. Yeah, two people. You can vote on two people to cast games in the top eight. We'll send out a form sometime either this week or next week with a big list of people who have said they're interested, and then players who are in the tournament are allowed to vote and vote for which casters they want to join. So I hope everybody's excited for that. We're really excited to have a lot of awesome guests on our stream, and I think it will be a lot of fun. Yeah,
for sure. It's always funny to hear a voice, if you know what I mean. Not only playing and writing in the game. It's like nice to chat and talk.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Aside from that, we also do have some other announcements that need to happen. Connor, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can. Which one do you want me to? The roast stuff.
Well, I thought Oldie was gonna do one roast and you were gonna do the other. So.
Okay. Do you want to start, Oldie?
What for IND? Are they fucking up scheduling again?
Yeah, Oldie, do you want to start with that and let's keep the language to a minimum? But yeah, go ahead.
I mean, guys, let's just get the games done. That's it. IND, come on, guys, get it together. That's it. I mean, there's nothing to say about it. Just get this games done. We're almost out of the first round, so nothing to hold on.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a lot of trouble with the IND and clan haters appreciation society. I don't know what the fuck it's called. That game been a lot of trouble with scheduling. So please, guys. Talk to each other, get the games in, like old say. It's important for everyone, so we can continue. And also, we have had a lot of trouble with the underrated champions team. A player named Comrade Taco just wanted to leave the team after a game. He was disappointed and just left his guys hanging. And it's not nice sportsmanship, if you know what I mean. It's
scummy.
If you sign up for a tournament, at least play your games. Then you can be disappointed or whatever. But if you sign up, just don't leave your guys hanging. And also, I wanna say thank you to Pacer for being so nice and yeah.
Yeah, big
He's been
shout out to Pacer.
understanding.
Yeah.
It's a bad situation he was left in because his teammates left him, but he's been taking it good, and they can continue now, I think. But one player left, and that was really bad sportsmanship.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah.
It's just scummy. That's what it is.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's been pretty nice here in round 4. Many games done in time.
Yeah, that's great.
So it's just IND and Clanator team that's been
guys.
issue.
Please get in your match. Also, that match is really important. That is which team is going to advance to top 8 in their division. It's an elimination match basically. So that match is really important, and we would love to cast it, but you have to get it to us in time. So please try your best to get that in. I understand like scheduling is hard, but you guys have to make some sacrifices because you signed up for the tournament. So please try your best to do that. All right, enough roasting people. Let's get to the games today. We are going to be casting underrated, or no, wait, is it? Which teams are we casting?
Underrated
champions. Yeah, okay. We are casting underrated champions and LAT team 1.
Oh yeah, so this is an interesting matchup. For underrated champions, they're 1-0 right now. They want to wait, are they 1-0? They are 1-0, right?
They are 1-0.
Underrated champions is 1-0. LAT 1 is 0-2.
Yeah, so underrated champions, they want to get their second win under their belt, so they have a bigger chance of making it to top 8. And LAT Team 1, this match is important for them. If they lose, they're knocked out. They can't make it into the top 8 because, as we know, 3 losses is you're out. This is a big match for both teams. We haven't seen that much of underrated champions because, as we can see, they've only played 1 match so far on camera. I'm excited to see what sort of plays we have from both teams. Let's take a look at the players and the nations. On the LAT Team 1 team, we have LAT Inca, LAT Doko, LAT Kyle Pompilio, and LAT Maya. And on the underrated champion side, we have Pacer, with this he who shall not be named, Gorbakov, and the Smoker.
Yeah, it will be interesting. This game is very important for both teams.
What do you think about this matchup? Who do you think has the edge in terms of skill, considering both sides?
Honestly, I think it's even, kind of even here.
No, I give the edge. I think Gorbachev. Is Gorbachev playing? Who's
it's going to be Pacer, Gorbakov, and Smoker, right? Is that correct?
Taco left the team.
Yep. So Taco's gone. I mean, it's unfortunate. He was probably one of the stronger players. Smoker also pretty strong. I give the edge to them slightly, even though Inca and Doko are my buddies, and Pompilio. I like all those guys, but
honestly, Maya is one of the better in that lineup, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He can be. We'll see. We'll see how they use it.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
He's just back from a big break, so he maybe is rusty, but I would love to see him play 1 game at least.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see. So for the bans, underrated champion have bans for their opponents, Lakota, British, and Aztecs. So LAT Team 1 cannot pick Lakota, British, or Aztecs. And on the other side, LAT has banned Lakota, Americans, and Aztecs for their opponents. So underrated champions cannot pick Lakota, Americans, or Aztecs. Basically the same bans overall, except it's Americans and British, 2 of the stronger nations in Tier 2, at least based on the banning consistencies. Those are among the 2 most banned nations. Nothing too surprising there. Before we jump into today's game, we have a quick message. If you like the Nordic Classic and you like the content that we're putting out and you want to support the prize pool, you can just go to the front page of the Nordic Classic and click on this link here for this GoFundMe and donate to the prize pool. The link is also in the description below. So far we do have 8 donors. Thank you to El Cypher, Wizard of War, Kron, PLA, Jatin, Bybrak, this anonymous person is Connor, and Bob. Thank you to all who have donated so far. We really appreciate the donations. Adding to the tournament prize pool makes things just a little bit more exciting for the players and the casters and the viewers. We really appreciate it.
And we have around $250 now, I think. And as I said before on stream, I think I will add another 50 if we can reach 400. So if you guys want 450, you help me get to 400.
Yeah.
So it's up to you, but it's not a must. It's just for fun, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Now we got. I'm gonna take a quick look at the chat. Shout out to Alan. Hey, Alan, how's it going? And Jake, who is Phantom, who joined us on stream yesterday. Hey, Phantom, how's it going?
Phantom loves potatoes.
What? Sorry.
I asked her to say Phantom loves potatoes.
Oh, nice. Very nice potatoes there. And we see Bernard. I'm not sure who that is, but hello.
Sounds French. Bernard Law. I don't know.
But hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is enjoying the stream so far. Let's jump into game number 1 here. I'm actually going to switch to Rise of Nations and not forget this time. Thank you very much. Okay, here we are. Nordic Classic, week number 4. This is Underrated Champions versus LAT Team 1, game number 1. Hey, Sheer, that's Master 8. How's it going? All right, and it looks like Maya is going to play this game. Okay, I'm at 0 seconds and ready when you both are.
I am ready. Count us down if olddirtyh is ready.
Count us down.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go. All right, so this is game number 1 of Underrated Champions versus LAT Team 1. Let's take a look at the players and nations, given that it looks like this is Old World. Let's take a look at the players and their nations on the team of Underrated Champions. We have the Smoker, Pacer, and Gorbakov, and they're off against the LAT Team 1, which has Kaio, Pompilio, Inca, and Maya. Nations-wise, the Smoker has Chinese, Pacer has British, Gorbakov has Germans, whereas Kaio Pompilio has Greeks, Inca has Egyptians, and Maya has Romans. How do you guys feel about these picks? Who do you think has the edge on Old World?
In my opinion, I will give the edge to Underrated Champions here. I like Chinese, British, and Germans better on this map. Greeks, Egypt is too much.
Although the Romans' gold bonus could be critical here if they don't get any gold rares.
Yeah.
That could be a game too. Gold in Egypt too, because of the farm.
Yeah, that is true. It is a big that gold difference could be a game changer on the other side. You know, there's not that many gold bonuses for Chinese, British, or Germans, but Germans are very fast, and Egyptians, you know, they're just a regular nation in terms of speed for the most part. So it is it's going to be interesting. Is this the first time we've seen Maya play?
Yeah, it's his first map.
Yeah, awesome.
We haven't seen. Yeah.
So I'm definitely interested to see what sort of strategies will come out. Hey, Blove, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. This is game number 1 on Old World. I'm interested to see what sort of builds will come out from the Egyptians player, if we're going to see an early wonder, or are we going to see some early aggression, that sort of thing. Egyptians is, in my opinion, one of the weaker nations in Tier 1. It's just like not the greatest, like except on lakes usually, or Himalayas.
Yeah, I agree.
But, you know, in the hands of the right player, it can be quite effective. Let's take a look at where the players have spawned. Here we see the blue German player, Gorbakov, on the right side. And his teammate, the purple British player, Pacer, on the bottom side. And on the left side, there are other teammates, the Smoker, the orange Chinese player. And the Smoker is right across from Kaio Pompilio, the white Greek player. And then in the pocket for LATs, they've got LAT Maya, the green Roman player. And finally, there is LAT Inca, with the yellow Egyptian player, who's actually very close to Gorbakov. I think this is going to be a big advantage for Gorbakov early, because, you know, Germans are quite fast, Egyptians not so much. And so I think our proximity means Gorbakov can possibly get aggressive quite early, and Egyptians, you kind of want to just sit in the back and boom, and they're very close to their opponents here.
Yeah, I mean, Gorbakov's got a free shot at Thebes there. If you look, it's a nice. Oh, there's that one river. It's going to be a little bit of a problem, but other than that, it's a pretty open plane there to fight on. So
Yeah,
we'll see if,
and there is Furs here, which Gorbakov's definitely going to want to contest. Furs is an excellent rare.
Yeah.
Speaking of rares, let's talk about the rares quickly. So for underrated champions, there's Furs, which I think Gorbakov will be able to grab because he's probably going to be faster than the Egyptian player. There's Amber to the right of Berlin. On the top side, there's Obsidian. And then... let's see what else we got here. Old World doesn't have too many rares. We've got Horses in no man's land between Smoker and Pacer, although they should be able to defend that. It's just going to be a little in the middle of nowhere. There's Silk in the Smoker's territory on the very right.
Gems in the British.
Gems. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I missed that. Gems on the bottom side of London. That's going to be an important rare. There's Tobacco above the Smoker's capital, as well as Copper. Those are all kind of in no man's land.
And Bull.
And then Die right in the middle.
Also Bull in behind Chinese.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the corner, left corner.
Left corner. Okay. And then on this side for the LAT team, they've got Salt in Kaio's territory. There is Peacocks above there. There's also Relics in Maya's territory. That's a pretty good rare for Greeks, especially. There's Sugar right on the edge of Maya's territory on the right. They've got Citrus, whatever. And then there's Papyrus for Inca right on the next to Thebes. Clearly, I think the rares favor, at least for a longer game, they favor LAT. But I think underrated champions also have a pretty good mix of rares.
Yeah, I like both sides rares, but it seems like the underrated champions has a lot of more good rares, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I think for an aggressive push, underrated champions have a pretty good set of rares. They've got a couple wealth rares. They have Furs, Horses. They have Gems,
Silk.
Which is good. Silk, yeah.
Yeah.
But on the other side, they have Relics and Pappy, which are two of the best late game rares. So
Sugar
it's hard to say.
great.
They also have Sugar. Sugar is an excellent rare for the LAT team.
Yeah, if it can get to late game, but the issue you have here is with Smoker and Gorbakov both being pretty close, this may not be a late game situation here.
No.
Smoker's pretty aggressive too, so.
Yeah, and Relic is kind of huge here for the Greek player.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if they've scouted it. It looks like they haven't, but Inca has just pinged it out with the Outpost Scout. Nice work, Inca. They'll be able to scout Relics soon enough. And it looks like so far fairly standard builds. Everybody just going to go for Commerce first, but looking at this, I think it looks like Gorbakov's might go for Mill 1, going to try and use that first, which they have already scouted. On the other side, Inca has also scouted first, and Inca has actually gone straight for Mill 1 as the Egyptians player. How do you guys feel about this?
I love it. Inca's an aggressive player, so this is the right move against the Germans. Get in there and try and slow them down.
Yeah, catch him off guard. If Gorbakov's mill's going to be slightly delayed because he wants to use this Furs, which normally would be a good choice, but if the mill's a little late, it could be the barracks could be denied from Inca, and that would be quite annoying. Inca's actually rallying the hoplite straight to Furs. Excellent choice there. Clearly reading your opponent, and it does look like Gorbakov's going to go for Civ. This is going to be bad because it's going to deny the ability for the city to go down because of these hoplites. Let's see. Inca just makes a hoplite and an archer. I think he actually needs to make some more units, honestly, instead of going for commerce early. But I don't know.
And this is a blunder on Gorbakov. You can see you need to keep one of those citizens just scouting around, see what's going on over there, and he has no idea. This
city's going to get easily denied. These citizens are also in big trouble here. Very optimistic city from Gorbakov. Should still be okay because he can mill very soon and has a bunch of timber. But gonna lose this merchant. Already lost the city, denied early on, and this merchant from Pacer might also die because Gorbakov's pinged it off. Pinged it. Good choice there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that LAT Inca is using Egyptians here because as old to say, he's an aggressive player, and why pick a boom nation? Why not go Japs or Mongols maybe? Yeah,
and here we see a bit of a blunder. Gorbakov could have clicked on mill with the merchant there, but just didn't, and now wasted like 45 food. That's a big delay. First of all, delaying your mill time against an opponent who's gone straight for mill, and also it's just not really you're just slowing yourself down and wasting resources for no reason. Gorbakov does get the city down, and Inca has the archer scouting in the back and the hoplite going for the wood line. Does scout that woodcutter's camp, but this barracks is going to go up, it looks like.
Yeah, and Pacer, this is a good job coming over to support. So it looks like they're going to be able to double Inca here. Inca could be in trouble if he doesn't get something going.
Yeah. I don't know what Green is doing by his Civ.
Yeah, this seems like not a very good city position, especially considering they have...
Yeah, just civiing forward.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a Lakota player or something. You know, if there was Lakota, maybe I could understand that, but really bad strategic play there by Maya.
Yeah, now Pacer is Civ by German here, and they will take control of the middle with the Chinese players' border push as well. So, I don't know, Green's Civ there is bad in my opinion. He didn't
I
get
think you're a
anything
little
by
bit
that.
ahead, Connor. I'm at 8:05 right now.
Oh.
This happens every time, sorry.
My computer is so fast, guys.
Yeah, it looks like
It's
Inca's
on the-
city is
it's on
going to
the
go
right.
up. I think this is a bit of a blunder from Pacer. He just should have made a hoplite early on and realized, okay, obviously they're going for the furs. They're obviously going to try to deny it. And so I think this is a bit of a blunder from both, well, mostly Pacer because he had to pick the barracks up for a while. Just not making a hoplite early to deny that city when they have the army advantage means that now LAT is the one that controls furs. Although it is pretty contestable. It's right on the border there.
Just down a tower.
Yeah.
It's the first time we see the Smoker and Pacer on cast as well, right?
I think
Gorbachev-
we've seen them play before. We haven't seen the
Smoker, I think
Smoker.
Gorbachev played. Gorbachev played too.
Yeah, I think we saw
Gorbachev-
Gorbachev once.
Yeah, he played with Taco in the first game, but
Oh, that's
Smoker
right.
and
When
Pacer
Taco
never-
raged off, yeah, that's right.
So we got 3 players in this match here that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we'll see. But I play a lot with these guys, so I'm familiar with them. I know you do too, Connor. So,
Yeah, for sure. Not
From
these
our
days,
point of view,
maybe,
but for the fans, I don't know if they've seen him too much. But Smoker overall is a pretty aggressive player, and I do like where he's done with the cities here, just kind of keeping Kaio from advancing. He's pretty much cut off.
Yeah, definitely. Although this raid from Kaio is going to be annoying. Going to start hurting the wealth income a little bit.
Yeah, going for the caravan there.
Yeah, and the citizen micro is not the best. Smoker does send them out, but that's all right. Just a little bit of delayed mining time or farming time, if you will.
I think the positioning is very edge of. It's better for the Unreached Champions team here because the Chinese player is alone in the Unreached Champions team, and their big cities will help them early. So
Yeah.
it's a good position.
We do
for the
see an
Chinese
early
player.
age from Maya, and this looks like Colossus money. It's definitely a greedy play. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's going to pay off because your opponent, your Egyptian player is kind of alone on that side, and you're against a British and Germans player. Like it's
Yeah, this is a bad move here.
yeah, I don't really like
See
it.
if,
It's greedy. If it works
I mean,
out, it
well,
works. But...
here's the thing. Pacer's not the most aggressive player, so maybe Maya knows that. Maybe he's played him before, scouted him, and knows, okay, Pacer typically doesn't really go for very early aggressive. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, and he thinks that Inca can just hold there. But you see,
Yeah.
Inca now is going to drop a HG, so he's going to be real vulnerable to a double. I would
Yeah, I don't-
really
this-
like to see
if the-
Germans and Brits go all in here and just
Yeah,
work that
if the
out.
Colossus was a bad choice, then this Hang Garden's a terrible choice. Just getting really greedy. Nice raid here from Gorbakov, gonna pick off these sugar merchants. Nice work. I will say, underrated champions haven't done a great job of scouting their best rares. They didn't see horses in the back. They don't see gems as well as silk on this side. Those are all of some of their best rares. Oh, there's actually diamonds here in the middle, which they do scout. That's going to be an excellent rare, especially for the British player. Would really like to see a Despot from Pacer.
And I'd like to see Inca's just got these archers sitting about down by gems. He could be messing with his wood camp. I think he just forgot about him.
Yeah, just a single archer.
Yeah.
Microed correctly can be really annoying.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, big time.
What time you at now?
Especially,
11:17.
yeah.
Nice. You're on the same then. Yeah, I think these two wonders are very risky here. I will go all in here if I was the British.
Yeah.
British
Yeah,
despot with
British
Iron Man.
German. Oh my god,
Yeah,
the
they can
Germans
kill,
too.
they can kill him so easy now.
You could
Yeah.
just do a German high rush, have the British archer support, and just
Yeah,
walk
for sure.
right through there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in fact they know that Maya has not sieved there. There is a pause momentarily, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think
Maya has no barrack there as well, so he can't help at all.
no.
No.
Also a big mistake in my opinion. If you're
And
going
also,
wonder,
as a German player, Roman player, you know about to get those forts for cheaper. He could, forts and towers. He could easily have towered Elishit right in front there, Elisht, whatever.
Yeah.
In front, Egypt City,
Yeah.
just to give some support, even if he doesn't have any units. Just at least send one villager and put a tower up.
yeah, for
This is
sure.
gonna be trouble
Yeah.
if these guys get aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, at this point, honestly, they don't even need to go all. I don't think Gorbakov and I think Pacer can despot because he's British with diamonds, but I don't even think Gorbakov needs to despot. I think he can just Senator and just play a standard game and they kill Inca easily because Inca was set bar behind with a hang of gardens and also built Mill won early, so it was definitely slowed down a bit by that.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have to go aggressive as well. They can't just let.
Yeah, definitely. They just
European
gotta get
player-
a little bit on the aggressive
Roman,
side.
Roman player with Colossus can be really good in the late game.
Yeah,
So-
that's again, if it goes late game, it's going to favor LAT for sure.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
right now, if there's some early attack, like Smoker, he could pretty much take out the Greeks player if he wanted to. I don't know what his build is. Let's look at his builds.
Yeah,
But,
and we do see here, Kaio's floating a lot of resources. Not really sure why.
Yeah, and there's Mill 2 coming from Smoker. So, like I said, he's an aggressive player. Here comes the Mill 2.
Yep.
Let's see if he starts putting pressure on the Greeks there. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna expect to see some raids because usually you don't go mill 2 like this unless you're gonna despot and you're hiding the despot. But given that you're
Basically-
Chinese, I think I'm imagining we're gonna see some raiding just with horses
Yeah.
and stuff. But
Yeah.
we'll have to
Heavy
see.
cavalry, yeah.
Iser said we are going despot
Yeah.
in chat,
Send-
so I am expecting a despot from the British here at least.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
there is
maybe from-
despot
maybe-
coming along for
maybe from-
Pacer.
Yeah, and I agree with you guys. I don't think Gorbachev should go despot. It's enough with the British doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and here actually, I think Pacer needs to put up more production. Has 360 timber. I think 2 barracks is good for this build. You have a good eco. You're using diamonds as a British player. A second barracks as well as a stable and a siege factory would be really excellent.
Yeah, I would like to see his eco max out.
Yeah,
like
that too.
137 and 137.
Yeah, I think he needs to infinite queue some citizens and put down some stuff.
Yeah, some more farms, some more wood.
Diamonds is going to get raided. This is a nice raid from Maya. Going to take out probably 3 of these merchants,
Excellent raid.
actually. That's going to hurt a lot.
But Siege Factory is down in front. 2 siegers getting ready to come out from Gorbakov, so we're going to see there's going to be big trouble here for Egypt.
Yeah, Gorbakov doesn't actually have a government quite yet, but should soon enough. Has a bunch
I
of
think
farms.
he skipped it just to get the double siege out. So
Yeah.
he's gonna probably get Senator.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fine choice. Although the siege is rallied to a weird spot. I don't know why it's going to the right there. Should probably just start
he must
sieging in
have
front.
Yeah, and
probably
I see
just accidentally. He's bringing 3 sieges though, so he's definitely going for it.
Maji here going Civ 2 as well.
Yeah, really bad choice. Again, just so greedy. We'll have to see if Gorbakov and Pacer can punish him there.
Looks like Maya is playing a lake game without lakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just booming hard.
Yeah.
Not even a barrack still.
There is a barracks in the stable in the back, but why do you build in the back? There is a city here, finally, the second city, Aquilea, and there's a bit of a skirmish here, but I think Gorbakov's going to win this fight easily. Gorbakov actually goes for Despot. I don't really like this. I think you could just go for Senator. Your speed at this point is roughly the same. If you're going to Despot, you should have Despoted a little while earlier.
Yeah, 15 minutes despot with the German is too slow.
Yeah. There is going to be
No
more
need for
skirmishing.
Despot.
This light camel just being annoying. The cataphract obviously excellent. And this is decent micro from both sides, I think. The archer
Yeah,
is sniped
excellent.
down.
Excellent micro, yeah.
And Pacer going to move up.
Yeah, I would like to see some more troops on Pacer here.
Yeah,
He's despot. He
I think
needs to
his
press.
production is just a little slow. Look at all these units queued up. Needs a third production building aside from the barracks and stable.
Yeah, for sure. One more barrack at least. Maybe another stable as well, so we can pump out.
Yeah, and Gorbakov, same thing here. Just a lot of units queued up. Usually when their units are queued up like this, it's just a sign that you could have started making units earlier, and that you would have had much more army at this point in the game. There is going to start to be support from Maya. Has a couple units. These are all unupgraded though. Admittedly, Gorbakov's units are also unupgraded. There's a single tower here and a temple, but there's three. That's 3 catapults and a lot of units for Gorbakov and Pacer here.
Gorbakov needs to upgrade his archers. He has like
upgraded archers
like
is insane. The city is taken.
archers.
Let's take a look at the other side quickly. It looks like Smoker is just applying pressure to this side, and they have. It looks like Smoker has a larger army than Kaio. Kaio's actually probably going to lose this fight if we look at this quickly. Maybe Kaio can pull some militia. On this side, they're gradually pushing forward.
Okay there. If he gets the tower up, he's okay for now. And
but I don't think the tower's going to go down. It's only half done. These units are fighting it out.
That Civ 2 is going to backfire on Kaio.
Yeah, that economy is not really great. We see micro from both sides. It actually looks like Smoker's not going to be able to take the city, which is very fortunate for Kaio.
Yeah, but Kaio needs to age. He needs to get more food so he can age here, because he has like 600 knowledge here.
Now I see Gorba's picking thieves. He just said militia rush. It looks like they're going to go all in and just try and take the cap here.
Yeah, look at all these militia. Let's take a look. There's no attrition quite yet, I don't think, for Inca. It doesn't have attrition, does have militia, but those are a lot of floating resources. It's not too far from aging, only needs 50 more food at this point.
Yes, no tower.
It's 22 militia is just disgusting with that large army coming in. This is going to be big trouble here for
Inca.
I don't know why he doesn't upgrade his archers.
Yeah, Gorba still hasn't upgraded archers. Upgraded archers are really good.
Yes, 9 archers, not upgraded. It's a really bad choice.
I think the idea is here in his defense, you just get the mass size, because all of Pacer's units are upgraded, so he can, if Pacer micros well, that mass is just going to take the capture. So he's not really worried about he's just going for the mass effect, I think here.
Yeah, sure, but his upgrade costs 60 wood and 75 gold.
Medieval Age is halfway done. Relics is helping out a lot, but I don't know if it's going to finish in time. I'm not really sure. And in fact, I'm not even sure if that's going to save him. There are a lot of units here for Gorbakov and Pacer.
They'll take the city even if it goes large. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. One more catapult shot. The city goes down. Gorbakov takes the city and gets a free hanging gardens. That's nasty. That looks, and also denies Medieval Age from Inca.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Inca's economy. Look at his economy now. No metal, 6 gold, 40 wood, 50 food.
Inca is done now.
And Maya's completely out of position. He's got no army. It's GG. I think it's GG.
Yeah, I think. Clearly, they just boomed.
Look at Maya's library. He just went for all this extra research. He clearly sees the double coming. You got to rotate over and help your teammate, because now it's too late.
Like at this point, if Maya's I feel like even also Maya needed to have aged at this point in order to make a good impact. Like if he ages and has a bunch of crossbows, maybe he can make something happen. But it's just gonna be really tough. We do see here, I think Inca missed a bit of an opportunity. Could have queued up some light cavalry to kill some of these sieges earlier on because they were a bit exposed. But now the stables are gonna get sieged down. On this side, looks like Smoker has lost. It looks like they've still been trading. Smoker's units are unupgraded, still in classical age, but can click up very soon. And Kaio's just pressing forward, but doesn't have sieges quite yet, so can't do much. Building a siege now. And Smoker's gonna age.
Yeah, that's over now.
I think it's game over. And I don't know what the plan from LAT here was. I didn't see any tactics or teamwork at all there. They're just playing every man for himself.
Yeah, it was just like Inca kind of had a plan. He was going to be aggressive and then kind of do get some raids in, get them off balance, try and get a gardens up. But then Maya just completely left them out to dry. So it was just
what that hanging garden was was useless. Why?
it really
he saw
was,
he saw Pacer on that side, and if he scout well, he see they're building a lot of production buildings in the front.
Yeah, just
And
really
he,
not.
he also know that green is not going to help him. So why you go boom then? You at least put 2 towers and some troops on your cap and slow them down.
Yeah. Also get
Now
attrition
he did
early
like-
on.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're content to just sit here for a while. I actually would like them to kill Inca because Egyptians they can put down the Forbidden City in classical age. It doesn't need to age, although it does look like Inca is aging. Inca also only has 1 city. I would like to see them just kill Inca. They have way more army right now.
I agree. Rather than aging, he should have just tried to get FC. Let hopefully Maya can get an army together and try and do something because he does have an army now. Maya here at the bottom.
Yeah, on this side we do see Kaio and Smoker are starting to battle it out. Only a single siege for Maya, second one coming along. If Smoker's good with the micro, can probably snipe that siege. But these units are in an annoying position, going to start killing these miners. And that's going to hurt the Smoker quite a bit. Losing citizens at this point in the game is not really ideal.
Yeah, but at this point for him, he just got to hold. The other side's going to win, so all he's got to do is hold. Just move his cap, just hold. Micro, just make Kaio retreat and come back again. Just kind of play just make it a stalemate. That's all he's gotta do.
Looks like they are going to take the city of Kahun, and that means Inca's going to die very soon. Does have a second city now, but still not going to be good enough. And we do see here Maya is going to rotate to Thebes, but still not aged yet, and these units are not upgraded either. Even if they take back Thebes momentarily, I think it's still way over. On this side,
actually, if he takes back Thebes now, it's going to do probably a disservice to Inca because the timer would be shortened if they could retake it again.
Yeah.
So he's
and Maya could age like 1 to 2 minutes ago. I don't know why he hasn't clicked up.
No, I don't know either.
Very weird.
Very strange.
Yeah, and now you see Gorbakov aging, Thebes is going to go large, and then that's, cherry on top here.
Yeah, this tower's going to go down, going to go up, I think. Yeah, it is going to go up from Pacer. Pacer actually doesn't even have a militia, but we'll be able to age very soon. Only needs 80 more knowledge. On this side, it looks like Smoker's gonna win out due to the Senator just being able to snipe all these units here from Kaio, and that kind of takes away LAT's last hope to win this game.
Yeah, that was about their only chance.
Yeah, the German player here is going to be nasty soon with the Hanging Garden.
Yeah, definitely.
One extra city Hanging Garden and also the cap sack bonus.
Yeah, admittedly he is Despot, but that shouldn't hurt him too much. They're going to rotate back now to kill this unupgraded army from Maya, which is, I admit it, it's a little large, but, still not that good. And in fact, Gorbakov also hasn't upgraded units.
Yeah, I don't know why they are not doing that.
Yeah.
I think at this point, there's a minute and 20 left in the timer. I think they're just waiting. It's like whatever. It's kind of garbage time in their mind.
Yeah.
But I'm with you because we saw last game. Yeah, Maya, I don't know what he's doing. He's just high or something. I don't know. He's just completely out of the game right now.
Yeah, gonna lose all of these units for no reason.
Yeah.
Should have aged
maybe he's just
a while
he's
ago.
rusty.
Maybe,
he's rusty hasn't played in a while.
It's probably rusty, I think.
Yeah, because it's not making any sense. I mean, you look at all this time he's had to boom, and he doesn't even have a higher score than anyone on the other team.
No.
So
and he was also very late to age. He had
exactly. You got Colossus with Rome. I mean, that gold income should be on fire. It's not even the 150.
Yeah.
So it's just a strange play here for I think maybe just rust. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, and it looks like this game is going to end. Now we see Pacer going to tech up being the last one to age, but that doesn't matter because Inca is dead. Inca calls GG and resigns. Well played on Underrated Champions. I don't think we we saw some minor misplays. I do think Gorbakov should have upgraded the units earlier, and there were a couple of spotty, a couple minor, minor micro errors. But I was very impressed with all the underrated champions players. I think they played well at this game.
In my opinion, the LAT team played horrible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give much to the underrated champions here. They had, in my opinion, the better nations on this map, and also LAT team gave it away by going Colossus and Hanging Garden.
Yeah, that's true.
Both players going boom mode when others are going despot. It's like, hey, I want to lose this game.
Yeah.
So
pretty much, yeah.
Horrible
I think it's
decision
just,
by LAT team.
it looked to me like a combination of there's some type of rust going on here with Maya, just lack of communication with the LAT team, and it just came down to a lot of times in 3 vs 3. This is what you'll see. You got a 1 vs 1 on one side and then 2 vs 2 on the other, and Smoker did what he needed to do, just kind of keep Kyle busy so they can't go over and support. And then unfortunately,
sure.
it was a 2v1 because Maya just decided to boom instead of coming to rotate to make a 2v2. So that was it.
Yeah, and we can't really blame Caillou here for the loss.
No, he
either.
played well. He actually played well. It was not on him at all.
Yeah, he did okay. He was doing what he could here, pushing Smoker.
Yeah,
exactly.
But Maya Cass communication and teamwork was too bad, and that's why they lost the game.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
of course, underrated champions made a good decision by pressing in the right time as well. So
Yeah, definitely.
GG.
GG. That is going to be 1-0 in favor of underrated champions. Before we jump into game number 2, I'll just say hello to some people in the chat. Hello, Sri Ram. Again, I don't actually know who that is, but how's it going?
I think it's Ram, Guardian Ram. He used to go by Guardian, now he goes Sri Ram. Is that Ram?
Sri Ram.
Sri Ram. Ram.
I can't. Oh, I think that's Lucky.
Oh, is it Lucky?
Oh, okay. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, Lucky.
I see Flux in the chat. Ian Graham, who's Sermon. How's it going?
Flux is the man.
Yeah, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's enjoying the stream so far. Let's jump into game number 2 here, shall we?
Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
This is Underrated Champions versus LAT Team 1. Game number 2, Underrated Champions 1, game number 1 in pretty convincing fashion. And now we're ready for game number 2. I'm at 1 second when you two are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So it looks like we're on Australian Outback, my personal favorite map. Let's take a look at the players and nations. So for the underrated champion side, we've got Pacer with Koreans, Gorbakov with Indians, Smoker with Japanese, and they're up against on the LAT team, Doko with Spanish, Inca with French, and Caio Pompilio with Inca. So it looks like Maya was swapped out for Doko. How do you guys feel about?
Right choice.
Yeah, I think so
Doko's
too.
Playing better. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the nations. Who do you think is favored on this map?
Usually, the Spanish and French. I know this is your favorite pick pair, that French despot.
Yeah,
with the water.
it's really good
so
on this map.
A lot of. Yeah, I think the one thing is Inca just really can't get their power on this map because of the water.
Yeah, that's Caio's nation, not the player Inca, like the nation Inca. Yeah,
you guys will figure it out. So I'd have to give the edge to the other team because Indians with water is amazing because you can just pump out elephants. Japs are Japs, and then Koreans are great too. So I'm gonna give the edge on the nations.
I totally agree with the olddirtyh here. Spanish can be great. You see all rares
and you can
on
raid
map.
the water early.
You get that free ship. Yeah, for sure.
I just think Inca losing its power.
Indians, Koreans is
So.
actually a very good nation.
Yeah, definitely.
Support
Koreans also
nation.
are quite pretty much a pretty good counter to a lot of aggression that the LAT team might be able to put out early, especially with French, right? Koreans have their excellent repair power, so if you just put up a couple towers behind your city and spam repair, that can't be broken. Your opponent's going to take massive losses trying to take the city.
Yep.
It kind of depends on the Inca player here.
Yeah.
If he gets the time to go up and running, then he can be very powerful. But in the early game, Inca is very slow, and with the water as well.
Yeah, and I think Gorbakov spawning right in the middle, getting this massive +10 mountain, isn't going to help the Inca player at all. On this map, oftentimes you'll be short on mountains, by virtue of the map being a little small. And so getting that middle territory is incredibly important, and Gorbakov has captured this massive mountain in his territory. So I think that's going to hurt the Inca player quite a bit. It looks like they have a +6 here, also another +6, and this one looks like a +8 and a +6 here. Not that many mountains by any stretch of the means. There's also a +5 over here.
Yeah.
They'll have enough for the early game, but they might falter a little bit late game.
And if they can scout well, the underrated champions, Japs are really fast, and Indians are relatively fast because they have the cheaper, nothing goes up, scales up. If they can hurry up and sieve and take away even more mountains, this could be big trouble.
Yeah, definitely. Koreans also are quite fast getting that free citizen early on.
Yeah, exactly. So you could see, I wouldn't be surprised if they scout well. You saw a bunch of Civ 1 here, com Civ, and just take up all the mountain space. And that pretty much, it's going to be big trouble for LAT.
Yeah, and on the other side, Inca, Spanish, French, they have some bonuses, except for Inca, but those speed bonuses aren't very great. So if we see, maybe they can go mill first to try and deny any potential cities from their opponents, but it's hard to say.
That would be the best. Well, at least one of them mill. One Civ, one mill.
Spanish player. Spanish can go calm and raid water.
Yeah, exactly. He can just focus on water and open all the rares for for one of the other players to go raid the land.
If I was Spanish here, I think I would go calm, build 2 docks, and get 2 heavy ships and raid water.
Yeah.
Maybe the French player can go mill 1. Yeah. The Inca player is slow.
Yeah. And here's
give him time.
Yeah, and here's a point. I was going to shout out Doko for Doko's doing a good job pinging all the rares for their teammates, but Doko's doing a terrible job microing the farms and stuff. When you're Spanish, you definitely want to open all the rares for your teammates and show them where all the rares are, but also you can't be slowing yourself down by doing that. Otherwise, you're just doing yourself a disservice. You gotta make sure you have your library and farms in time. And so slow himself down momentarily by doing that.
Yeah.
It does look like the Japanese player is going for Commerce 1, already has the library finished. On this side, Pacer is a little on the slow side, and Gorbakov is going to go for Commerce 1 as well. I'm not sure why Pacer is so slow. Let's take a look at the runes bonuses, shall we?
Yeah, for sure. Then we can check the rares after.
Yeah, I'm at 420 right now, and it looks like the reason is Pacer's only got a single ruin. Smoker also has a single ruin. Kaio has 2, Doko has 2, Inca has 4. Inca, the French player, and Gorbakov has 3. So pretty sparse on the rune count. And in fact, I think Underrated Champions is not doing a super great job scouting. They have no idea where anything is.
I don't think the Japanese players did scout at all. Maybe 1, but I don't think if you check.
Yeah, it doesn't.
The map. I
don't see any scouting. Yeah. When you're on this map, especially, there's not that much to scout. So you just got to make sure you see all the rares.
You can get away with even if you micro out 2 scouts, and you can take up a lot of space because they can set it up the land.
Yeah, but 2. You have to scout, right? Like you can't not scout.
But we've seen a lot this tournament with Japanese players doing this. I guess they're just going for the super fast build and neglect kind of opening rares and getting ruins. But it really hurts your team if you don't do that. Even though you as the Japanese player are going to be super fast, it could slow your team down if you're not opening all your rares, because you look at this thing.
Compare the map, guys. Check how the scouting, and you see the LAT team has scouted a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, granted they do have Spanish, so that's going to help.
Yeah, for sure, but still.
Yeah, now let's talk about the rares quickly. So for the Underrated Champions team, I'm going to select this merchant, help me scout. There's cotton on the right side, as well as tobacco, and right in Pacers territory there's spice. And then right next to Delhi, there's sugar. That's a great rare, as well as furs, also a great rare. On the bottom side, there's peacocks. That's a pretty good one. Wool, relics on the bottom side for smoker, as well as gems on the left side. In No Man's Land, there's obsidian, wine, and horses, both all decent rares. Marble, not so much. Right between Gorbakov and the LAT team, there's Pappy as well as copper. Both pretty good rares in this map. Right next to Paris, there's silver. That's an awesome rare for them. Silk, also really, really good on this map. Probably the best on any this is the best map for silk. There's also dye next to Cusco on the left, and on the top, amber. So what do you think? Who do you think the rares favor here?
Underrated Champions for sure. They have the better map control here, and they can use gems. Then they have relic, furs, sugar, tobacco.
Well, see, I mean, it just
Great
depends.
rares.
If LAT can hold here, they have Silk and Pappy, and that's definitely great long game rares.
Yeah, and or if
so
they
that
can
could-
get aggressive,
and
they have
and
silver.
potentially, and potentially secure this copper, which is great for the Spanish player. He can go raid the water heavy. So it
They have
just
die
depends.
as well, so they have they
Yeah.
have 3 library rares. So if they
Yeah.
can save them and use them, then it can be nice. But
Yeah, but we
You
are
have
seeing a
to
mill
use-
mill coming from Gorbakov here. He's got a barracks coming up, so this is
Yep.
nice early.
Pacer's gonna go for Civic, which makes sense. He's the Korean player, wants to get out of Civic nice and early to
Yeah.
get those extra citizens for free. And there is
I think
a
it's,
city going down for Doko.
I'm not sure why Smoker's so slow here. He's going science. I don't like this pick. Get the Civ out and try and take up some metal, and unfortunately you let Kaio beat you to that. So now
Yeah,
they have
or
plenty of mountains here.
Even
so,
or even just go commerce. Sure, you save on the commerce research a little bit, but I think the time actually is a little bit better invested in commerce and getting up your second wood camp, pumping out a couple more citizens. I
Yeah,
feel like
getting
this
some more
science
fish.
one's really not the best play here. We do see Gorbakov desperately trying to deny this city, but it's not going to work out because the city's going to go up momentarily.
yeah, it's archers and villagers are going to stop it. And this is a good city build here. It's going to help, protect that Pappy, even though Versailles is right there. It's going to put pressure on this mountain once they get some temples up. So I like this build order here. If you look over the LAT has put their cities, just right across the front, the 3, just like a perfect wall here. That's a
Yeah,
really good,
definitely.
build situation. And Inca's going to have a couple mines to work with. So this is
Yeah, and
Yeah.
still
Great-
underrated
great build
champions
so far.
doing a terrible job scouting. Like, look at the back line. There's nothing scouted.
Yeah.
They have
It's
no
just
idea their
scouting.
opponent's rares aside from silver. In fact, they haven't even scouted Pappy on the front lines. Just really, we see the difference. Well, in terms of both, the advantage the Spanish player gives, but also just like, come on, scout. Like,
Yeah.
Smoker has gone for
sure.
Com 2, should get a second wood camp going immediately.
yeah, Smoker's done a terrible job scouting. He has no clue what rares or anything is left of him.
Yeah, and it looks like Gorbakov's gonna luck into horses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just blind luck, yeah.
yeah.
You see a tower coming up from Kaio. I think it's just outside the city, so maybe in a good spot just to defend.
Yeah, and it might be able to actually, it can actually attack the, it can attack the city, so if Gorbakov doesn't scout
yeah.
it, no, he does see it.
No, he does. Never mind. I thought I was a little further away, but it's not.
Nah, I'm at 9 minutes now, exactly 9 minutes.
Yeah, I was saying.
Where is the Spanish ship? Is he using
Yeah.
his? I
don't
can't see.
I
He doesn't
don't
have a
think he even
dock.
has a dock. He doesn't have a dock.
Oh
What?
man!
No, why?
What a blunder!
That's
What
a big blunder.
huge
Spanish's
blunder.
biggest power. That's their biggest power is those free heavy ships.
Yeah,
He's also
I mean,
using
that's a ton
citrus
of-
and they have copper. What, like, you're not raining
Yeah,
water?
exactly.
yeah. I will put down 2 docks.
For
and
sure.
use
I mean,
copper,
those
copper
those
and
heavy ships are very expensive, and you drop 2 docks. You're getting free ships. You're saving like 200 wood. I mean, it's crazy.
yeah, he's
not doing that, and
he's
you-
actually using citrus. He's using
Yeah,
citrus,
he's
but no
using
dock.
citrus, but
But he's not using. He could use copper too.
here we see a
Yeah,
nice little
so-
raid from Inca, a slinger and an archer gonna harass this wood camp from Pacer, who is only now getting the barracks up, and Smoker comments, yeah, it looks like they just lucked into getting horses.
Yeah,
Doing a terrible
which is
job
great.
scouting, though.
Yeah, but that's going to benefit them big time, especially
Yeah.
with the Indians. It's good to
Yeah,
control that.
but Spanish not using their ships here in the early game, raiding water is
Yeah, this could end up being
Re-
the cost in the game.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because you look at all of the underrated champion scores, they're just ticking up, and Kaio and Doko are just for some reason not even at 700 on the score.
Yeah, and
so
looks
it's just really
yeah.
slow. So we'll see, man. I mean, this is not looking good. I think unfortunately, as good as the build orders have been for LAT, that lack of a dock from the Spanish player is really a big one. Now you see the
Yeah.
Spanish ship out; it's just sitting there. The trireme just sitting at shore. I guess they forgot supplies or food. or
Yeah,
something,
now we
so
now we
it's
see
waiting.
Doko just researching Science 1 without even using Pappy, which is perfectly safe.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy stuff. So
I
it
don't
looks-
know.
Looks
They're
like a
not
little raid
using
here.
rare here. Only gel. I only see the French player using dye
Silver
and
Pappy.
Pappy here.
Now he's
Yeah.
just using Pappy and Silver.
And the Spanish player is using citrus, but not Pappy or dye.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah,
not raiding water,
he-
so it's like,
he-
why, man?
yeah. Well, you see his heavy ship just kind of just doing nothing, just kind of trolling around.
It's looking for a new island to live on.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's looking for the new world.
It's Christopher Colombo
Yeah, exactly.
looking for America.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I wonder if my opponent's fishing ships will be in the back here in my territory.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like everybody but Pacer is aged. Pacer went for Com 2 and Science 2 in Ancient Age. I think that board.
I like it.
It's good, but I think the order was off actually. He went for Science 2 before Com 2. Usually you want to do the other way around because you get the
Yeah.
more
I
income
agree.
time. But you know, whatever. I think it's good because you know, as the Koreans, you could probably be low on the greedier side. You could usually defend early pushes with your Korean powers and cheap towers. Oh, that rhymes. Nice.
He's pretty much going to neutralize anything the French wants to do, even if he gets crazy with the. And he's going senator anyways, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But so, alas, Perry, you don't get to see your French despot today.
Yeah. You know,
maybe
I
they'll go
honestly,
Monarch.
I would like
Maybe
to
they'll
see,
go Monarch. So-
I would like to see Inca throw down a Wonder actually. Yeah, I think that would be good because clearly Pacer is just sitting back a little bit. This doesn't look like a Com 2 Despot build because I think at this point Pacer would have aged. So
No,
I think
yeah, he's just playing defensive game.
I think Inca can inference. Okay, my opponent's just playing a little on the defensive. I can boom up a little bit because you know my opponent's just gone for all those techs in the future. Techs. Would like to see like Hanging Gardens or something. Probably not Colossus, but Hanging Gardens maybe.
And we see a big raiding part here from Inca and Doko in the back raiding. They raided peacocks.
Yeah,
Looking
this is
for
a nice
gems and relics, but Smoker did a good job putting up a tower at gems here.
Yeah, gonna finish up soon. On this side, we do see the elephant and some infantry units from the Smoker just doing good work. Smoker's gonna actually go for Despot, and this economy is actually a little on the lacking side. Wish it would be a little higher. I guess he's just trying to get up some of the infrastructure, but does already have Mill 2, has a catapult already, gonna bring out some units and start sieging their opponents.
Yeah, I would honestly love to see some water raids here from the Spanish player.
Yeah, I would love to see anybody do anything on water. Finally, this trireme's... Oh, this trireme's just an auto-explore. That's why I was going to the back. Oh, dear.
Yeah,
That's pretty
not
bad.
the best use, but Spanish is raiding the land at least, so credit to him for that.
Yeah,
at the very
for sure.
least.
Yeah.
But
It's just sad to see.
You do see this a lot in kind of inter games or where people just neglect the water on Outback, and the water is huge. If you can get a raider out there and just keep harassing the water, it can really disrupt the economy of the other team. So it's always good to at least have one ship just constantly harassing.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
It's unfortunate the Spanish is not using that power.
Yeah, here we see Doko is going to lose all of the units to a tower, and Pacer's merchant is going to survive. It looks like everybody else's merchants died, though. Not really sure if that was worth it.
Not worth it.
No,
She
not at all.
should have moved on to relics, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Just keep
We're going to
moving
see a
around back
push
there.
here on the front side from Smoker and Gorbakov. Looks like, let's see, Smoker or Gorbakov has also gone Despot. I think Gorbakov should have gone Senate. I don't think there's any need to Despot here. But they
Yeah,
are
it's just-
pushing into the Inca player.
Yep.
They need to push forward though. They have a lot of army, but there's no defense right now. Currently a single tower. There's two cataphracts in the city plus an archer.
Yes, come too. So
Yeah, I don't know why they're just starting snowballing here. They should be fine.
They should just walk in. Like at this point,
Yeah,
Smoker just
the
moves
city's done.
units forward. This is an easy city takedown. The tower's not nowhere. Oh, it's not even a tower. It's a lookout. Here we see Doko with a tiny army, and finally Smoker's going to move forward.
Yeah, this is going to be an easy take. And,
Yeah, there's so many more units for Smoker here.
it's going to be big trouble here for a LAT team.
Yeah.
and the Spanish players going Civ 2, yeah. I don't know this choice.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a triple on this
why
side.
is he going Civ 2 when they are missing. I
Is
don't
this
know.
Lat Maya smurfing his Doko? This is like exactly what
And
last game.
also the Inca player is going Civ 2. Why are they going
No.
Civ 2? They haven't
Yeah,
even.
this is crazy. Yeah.
The Inca player doesn't even have a university yet, and he's going Civ 2.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
we
know.
see this is a bit insane here. It's going to be a triple against the underrated champions team, but they're going to crush these armies easily.
Easily. These elephants and the heavy cavalry, this is going to be no problem.
Yeah, let's take a look at how Pacer's doing. Pacer's just chilling, booming along. I got that comm too early, just pumping out some scholars and stuff, whatever.
Yeah, he can press the other side when he's aging.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate micro here from Pacer, going to lose these units pretty easily. Not ideal there by any stretch of the means. And I would like to see...
Smoker's going to be able to age here pretty soon too. And
Yeah,
Japanese.
would like to see Smoker actually pump out a second siege factory. And Gorbukov needs to start investing in knowledge, I think, because I don't think they can... Well, I'm not sure at this rate. It's hard to say whether they can...
He's got to survive at this rate and just hope really Inca
Look
can
at the
kill.
Inca player. Inca player has 800 gold and
No scholars, no university, nothing.
No scholars, but Civ 2.
Yeah, this is a big problem.
And the Spanish player is going Civ 2 and plus 40 knowledge. Only Inca is doing okay, and the Inca can go. Inca can age.
Yeah, Inca is aging now. I'm at 16, 18 right now. And this looks like the beginning of a very scary French army. These bowmen are going to be crossbowmen. These chevaliers are going to be heavy chevaliers in medieval age, and those are some of the best medieval age units, maybe after elephants and crossbows.
Yeah,
themselves.
but the benefit here is for underrated champions, Pacers, Koreans, he can basically hold that forever if you know micros his citizens correctly and just keep preparing. Keeps his, those Korean archers are no joke either, so you could just keep using those Korean archers micro, just keep building towers, keep repairing, and just really harass the French player from advancing.
Yep. We do see here Smoker's going to start pushing forward. They're going to start sieging all these towers and production buildings. There are a lot of towers from the Spanish player, but that's not going to help out too much because he's behind in economy and tech.
Now you see Inca's going to rotate over and try and help. And age 3, he's got to upgrade those units first before he goes in, otherwise it's going to be a waste.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and Inca.
Yeah.
But this looks like a really good army to actually deal good damage. Crossbowmen are good, but they're quite good against this sort of composition because they just kite backwards, gradually picking off their opponents. And your opponent has not gone senator, so they can't even heal their units immediately. You have to like manually micro. Does look like Smoker's going to age, and Pacer's also going to age.
Yeah,
and here we see Inca not microing correctly. The senator's way out of position, going to send in these unupgraded units. And Smoker's going to force march. Looks like Inca's not going to lose too many units, but that was almost a very costly mistake.
He just crossed. And I don't know what Inca player is doing here.
He's just, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Now we're starting to build more scholars. Finally, should have built them a while ago.
About like 10 knights and get refound.
Yeah.
You need to fight. Inca need to fight here.
Inca refund is amazing. You can just keep pumping units back.
And
keep pumping them out.
Yeah, we do see a bunch of militia pulled for Gorbukov, and they need to take down Madrid soon, because Inca's, like the LAT_Inca, it does have a lot of units, a bunch of crossbows, and these are quite good at kiting, but now the Korean player, Pacer, is going to start pressuring on that side too, and where's Kaio's army? Well, it looks like he has 4 bowmen. And a bribed heavy infantry.
That's big trouble here.
Yeah. Honestly, Inca is playing really good here.
Yeah, he's trying his best despite the
best eco in game. He has the best eco in game.
Kaio just suicided a small army. They're all burning from attrition. So he's pretty much out of the game. This is a 2 versus 3 right now.
Yeah, and he only has 1 stable and 1 barrack with Inca.
Yeah, I mean...
And he has like 900 gold, 400 metal, and... Yeah, this is I don't know.
Now here comes Mill 3 from the Smoker, so he's gonna be able to get tactics. It's gonna be a disgusting Japanese army.
Yeah, I mean, look at this army from Gorbukov, a bazillion militia and 5 war elephants. They're gonna take Madrid easily, and Gorbukov can now pretty much age. Just needs to click on Civic 1 and then eventually medieval age.
Yep.
That looks like GG to me. It's gonna take a lot of luck for Inca at this point to make something happen.
Yeah, it's all on LAT Inca right here. He needs to do something, and I don't know what he's gonna be
I mean,
able
he's
to do.
trying his best. He's microing his heart out, but
Yeah, but he has no help from the Inca player here with tons of resources.
yes,
Yeah,
nearly
nothing else
800
was-
wealth.
Just send resources if you're not going to use them at least. Let
Yeah,
your
yeah, for sure.
teammate
Send them
use
to
them or
Inca.
something. Yeah,
Inca,
so you guys-
play, Inca
Inca player
Nation.
to Inca.
Send
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
Inca to Inca.
Yeah, I don't see how there's any way of coming back here. It's just unfortunate.
More production buildings for Smoker and Gorbakov.
Just some blunders here from LAT. I mean,
Again, yeah, they're
Yeah.
bad
because it's not like
mistakes here.
I mean, Smoker didn't do anything great. I mean, he went for science kind of unnecessarily.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we
but-
saw some minor blunders, but overall their game strategy was correct, I think.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm just saying, it's not like LAT is just getting overwhelmed by some superior play. It's just,
No, this is like...
they're making big mistakes, and underrated champions are wisely capitalizing on mistakes.
Yeah.
That's all.
They're not using their nation's power correctly, in my opinion.
That's
Inca,
right, yeah.
Inca nation is not fighting, and the Spanish player didn't raid water. It's
And you got
too-
9
too
elephants here coming. I mean, how are you going to stop this? Even though they're only H2 elephants. They're
Yeah.
still,
H2
know,
elephants
small.
are still pretty good against medieval age units, surprisingly.
Exactly. So and once they go medieval, it's even more deadly because of the range. But for right
And
now,
what is, I don't know what is Green doing.
it's like he's just giving up, or he's building another
Is
city.
it sleeping or what? I don't know. Green, you're sitting on 1,000 gold. Send it to.
To somebody, to everybody. Split 500 to each of your teammates.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, now it looks like Inca's gonna get tripled here. There's basically no support from the teammates. All of these war elephants crashing through. 9 war elephants, H2, but they're still
Yeah,
quite
that's
good
fine.
against medieval age
Yeah.
units.
Especially if you micro them properly.
Inca needs to get one more barrack or stable. He has a shit ton of food and wood.
Yeah.
And the Inca nation player is sitting on like
1,000 gold.
1,000,
Yeah,
500 food, 400 metal. He needs to start press, or yeah. I don't know. He's just letting. Green is just letting Doku die here. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what Green is doing here. Kyle, I have no idea what you're doing.
Green is doing it really bad here. Bad decisions. I don't want to roast too much because I do the same mistakes probably and did suck yesterday, but it's still bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
nothing
you-
against any of these players
yeah,
personally.
you
It's just like they're just not playing the
for
best.
sure,
So
yeah, for sure. Everyone can make decisions, but we have to point out it anyways.
Yeah, it's the only way you're gonna get better. Just make
For sure.
make adjustments. That's it.
Yeah.
If you want to get better, you can look at my Spanish amazing play yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
It was so bad.
But,
looks like they
win's
are
a
gonna
win,
sneak
so.
and take back Madrid here, but this game's over because Doko's just dead, pretty much. Look at that economy.
Honestly, they could have taken it back if the Inca nation. I'm so confused with the Inca nation.
Yeah,
player. But Green here, if he had a huge army, like 10 knights, H3, and the French also had a nice army, they could take it back because Gorbachev is only H2 here. Pacer don't have much.
Yeah, I will say, Inca's done a great job trading against his opponents, but trading against 3 opponents when you're 1 player is really not ideal.
If you look at the French player kills here, he has 79 kills and 37 deaths. So
Yeah, great trades, but I mean,
he's the
trading
MVP
against trading against 3
MVP.
players when your allies are not doing anything is really bad.
Yeah. Inca nation player Latcayo here has 19 kills after 24 minutes on Outback.
Yeah, just didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
You need
really.
like 50 kills or at least this kind of situation.
Yeah, and again, let's talk briefly about what I was talking about yesterday. Like, you can rate how well you're playing by how much of an impact you have on the game. compare the tier 1 players. Smoker is the Com2 Despot Japanese player, and while he made some minor slops, ultimately had a good build order and just killed his opponent straight up. Whereas, what did the other tier 1 player, the Inca player, Caio Pompilio, what did he do to impact this game? Like, technically, he didn't really do much at all.
He's stacking resources. He did some raids in the back, but honestly, I don't think it was him raiding much either, because I think it was Inca and Doko raiding. So I don't know, Caio, I don't know what his plan was, because he still has like 1400 food, 1000 gold, only one barrack, only one stable, and his teammate's been dying for like 5 minutes and he's still not doing anything.
Yeah.
And if you look at French here, he has a huge army, been playing alone against 3, and he has like 100 kills and the best eco in game.
But it's not
honestly,
enough,
Andre the Champion's been playing great here and probably gonna win the game. But I will give the MVP to LAT Inca for sure in this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think
good.
Inca's done a great job just keeping his team in the game when the other two have really slacked.
And he has 82 kills, 40 deaths. It's a great kill death ratio here, and against 2 opponents, you can't ask for more.
Yeah.
And he also have great knowledge. He can probably go gunpowder in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Over anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and now Caio is losing here. He has like he has 1400
it's not now.
gold.
He's been losing all game. This has been since pretty much the beginning of the game.
But look at his resources, and they are he's not even trying.
No.
That's what's pissing me off.
Yeah, definitely.
Food and
he's
gold.
Not even he's not even using his resources. He's just sitting on like 2 to 3,000 resources and not doing shit.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but
he probably gave up, but
that's what it looks like.
His impact in this game is actually like 0.
Yeah.
It's been bad luck picking Inca on this map as well, I guess, but it's still a really horrible use of your nation powers.
Look, Inca could still be great on any map. Like it just gives you a little bit of a disadvantage, but you can still pump out heavy cavalry. You still get the refund.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're still getting the plus commerce limit for gold. So it's fine if you get gold from fish. You're still going to be able to max out your gold with the mountains, which he does have maxed out gold. He's just not using it at all.
No,
for sure.
at all.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you're kind of safe. If you have 2 mountains, it doesn't matter if you get raided at sea, because you will still have that gold. So
100%.
And you can fight water and get refound, and you can fight on land, and you can raid hard.
Yeah, and
but
that gold commerce limit is huge.
Raid.
So and now here goes. Yeah, I mean it's just.
And he hasn't raided water. He hasn't raided land. Like no kills, and his largest army is 32, but it's militia included.
Yeah.
Here
we see Pacer is struggling against a French player who has a much larger army, but this fort's doing good work.
Yeah.
Pacer is just booming. He knows they won this game. He's just booming, helping his teammates out, playing it safe, nice and slow, no rush.
Yeah, he's in a gunpowder.
Smoker been doing a great job with the pushing.
Yeah.
And
he's
Gorbachev.
Also... Yeah, they're all close. Well, Gorbachev's far from aging, but it doesn't matter. The game's over anyways. So.
Shall we fast forward through this?
I don't think Gorbachev should have gone despot.
No. So we'll briefly talk about. So clearly, I think we would probably, all 3 of us would probably agree that Underrated Champions had good, the grand scheme strategy was good, right? Like, we saw the Japanese player go despot, we saw them be aggressive early against their opponents who weren't really doing anything, and ultimately that panned out for them. But, we saw some minor things that can be improved. So, for example, we did see Smoker go for Science 1 before Commerce 1. Or Commerce 2. That's a bit of a mistake. But it wasn't too bad, but in a close game it can be quite the impact. That can cause quite the impact. Similarly, we saw Gorbakov go for Despot instead of Senator. Also, you just didn't really need to do that. You can just go Senator and have pretty much the same size army, especially since your army is mostly cavalry anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
And we saw.
And-
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and in the other team, LAT team, I don't know, they didn't use their best rares.
No,
We saw
they
like
didn't.
only LAT Inca used the Pepe and Die, and the Spanish player used Citrus but didn't raid C. So it was like, why use Citrus if you're not gonna raid C? I don't see the point.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
So it's like they didn't use their nation powers at all, in my opinion. Spanish didn't use his, and Inca, I don't know, a green guy here.
Inca used their nation power, he just didn't do anything with it. Like, he got the gold income up maxed out, but then he didn't do anything. He just kind of just hoarded the
They
gold.
stacked it, in my opinion.
Yeah, the whole point of Inca is to get that gold bonus and then either disperse it to your allies or you use it to, you know, spam out scholars, spam out heavy cavalry, you know, so he just kind of fell asleep there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna start fast forwarding because we're just, this is dead weight time. We're just waiting.
Yeah, it's over. I already fast forwarded.
It's over. It's like 3-on-1 at the moment. Only yellow here can do anything, honestly. And Pacer's gunpowder now is starting to press here. It's been booming the whole game, so
Yeah.
All right, GG, well played. This is a big match. First of all, underrated champions. The GGs are called. Underrated champions. They advanced to 2-0. That's really good for them. And then, of course, the LAT team is eliminated as a result of this from top 8 contention. Now they're 0-3. Let's take a look at the game stats. Did see at the end Smoker with the highest kills, but Inca led the most kills, or Lat_Inca led the most kills for a while. But ultimately, just his good play wasn't good enough because the rest his teammates let him down. I think in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the only one in the LAT team with going out from this game and played good, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. GG.
And
Yeah.
GG, nice victory for underrated champions. Now they have 2 wins and they are playing AC, I think, in the next game in the tournament, and
Yeah.
that will be a important game.
Yeah. Definitely. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens later on in this division. Division 3 is one of the divisions where a lot of the matches have had some problems or whatever, so been unable to schedule stuff, but we will see what happens. We will update you as we go along. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We hope everybody has enjoyed the stream. And this is AS Eat the Pair signing off. And thank you, olddirtyh, as always, for joining, and Connor for taking time out of your day to join us as well. Really appreciate it.
No problem. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.